Today we're going to be talking about the order of operations. If I give you this problem, 4 plus 3 times 2 minus, in parentheses, 1 plus 1, and asked you to solve it, you might be tempted to just go from left to right and say 4 plus 3 times 2 minus 1 plus 1. However, that would be incorrect. So there's a special method we're going to use when we're solving numerical expressions that have more than one operation. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So a numerical device that we can use to remember this is powdered donuts make awesome snacks. Now, just like in how we remember the order of the planets, we're using the first letter of each word to help us remember what step we need to do first. So from powdered to snacks, this is our first to last step. So the P stands for parentheses. The D is division. The M is for multiplication. The A is for addition. The S is for subtraction. Now you might be wondering why I put the parentheses by itself and then the division and multiplication on the same line, the addition and subtraction on the same line. So if you remember, division and multiplication are inverse operations, which means if I say 4 times 3 equals 12, that's the same thing, 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Okay, so these are inverse. They're doing the same thing, but in a reverse order. Same with addition and subtraction. If I say 1 plus 4 equals 5, I can use this property and numerical relationships to say 5 minus 4 equals 1. So when I have division and multiplication, I can do either one on this step first. I'm going to be going from left to right. So it could be that multiplication is first. It could be that subtraction is first. But when I'm to that step, I'm going to be looking for either of those two and answering those from left to right. So first I'm going to have my parentheses, then division and multiplication, whichever one comes first, left to right, then addition and subtraction, whichever one comes first, left to right. All right, so let's look at our original problem. 4 plus 3 times 2 minus 1 plus 1. So first thing I'm going to do, powdered parentheses. So my first thing I'm going to solve or simplify is going to be my parentheses. So here in my parentheses, I have 1 plus 1. So I'm going to draw an inverted triangle saying that this is what I'm solving. 1 plus 1 is 2. Now that I've finished solving what's in my parentheses, I'm still going to bring them down just to be sure, because you'll have other problems that have more than one step inside the parenthesis. But now I know that that's been simplified as much as I can. So once I've solved my parenthesis, I'm going to go ahead and bring everything else down. So I still have 4 plus 3 times 2 minus 2. So next, I've done my parentheses. I'm going to go to division or multiplication, whichever one comes first from left to right. So I'm looking. Okay, here we go. We have 3 times 2. So now I'm going to say 3 times 2. I've got my triangle. I'm going to bring it down, is 6. And bring everything else down. So I still have 4 plus. Here's my simplified version of 3 times 2. I'm going to bring down my minus sign and my 2. So now I can look and see, do I have any more multiplication or division? No, I'm good. So I'm going on to my next step. Addition or subtraction, whichever comes first from left to right. So 4 plus 6 right there. I'm going to go ahead and solve for this to get 10. Bring down my remaining parts of my problem. 10 minus 2. It's my last step, so I get my answer as 8. So the key for your order of operations is to make sure you remember your order. Powdered donuts make awesome snacks. For your parentheses, then division or multiplication, whichever one comes first, left to right, then addition and subtraction, left to right. And that's going to be able to give you your answer. So make sure you stay organized with your TPs. Bring down your arrows so that you can keep track of what you still have going on in your problem, and be meticulous in solving.